Alright, we just got done cutting the main body out. You might call it the main body of this section of the floor, which is the driver's side. And there's some stuff that I'm mind-boggled. I'm actually speechless. I'm talking out my ass right now. What I'm trying to say is this car is fucked. Plain and simple. But I can tell you this, if anybody can fix it, it can be my friend Pete. I can tell you that.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
This is our front unibody section here. This is our front frame section that mounts to the bottom of the car itself. And there's also another frame section that comes over here. Let me get that. I want to show that to you. And if you look right there, that's it. This actually goes like that. And then this would weld to the bottom of the car for support for the front floor, and also for our unibody frame structure. But you can see this is rotted out. Okay, this is a rotted out piece of shit, and we're going to have to take the parts car and get it off of that car to put on this car. Now, the owner has bought brand new floor pans, and he got them all the way from Germany. And if you look right there, these are OEM factory Mercedes-Benz floor pans. You can see that right there. Floor pans that go in that car. Now, are we going to replace the whole floor pan, my friend Pete? Let's put it this way. We're going to replace 95% of it. We're not going to replace the whole thing, but we're going to replace 95% of it. I'm going to show you why. If we come over here, you can see here's the rear suspension of the vehicle, and I'm going to bring the camera around really slow. I want to show you up under the floor. You can see where that frame structure actually welds to the car for support, which is basically right under the rear passenger seat of the vehicle and is part of the floor itself. But if we look up there, you can see it's also very solid and non-rusted. So what we're going to do, yeah, there's part of that frame right there. What we're going to do is we are going to splice the new floor into the old floor right behind this brace right here. And I've already got it marked off to take the spot welds off. So let's go ahead and cut these spot welds. This piece here, we're hoping, we really don't give a shit about keeping it because you can see it's already pretty much rotted out, but if we have to, we need to keep that because we don't know for a true fact until we gut this car out. That's right, you heard what I said. Now me and Minnie, the body shop girl, have to completely gut this car out because his guys are too busy. His guys are too busy and they don't want to work out in the Texas sun because it's too fucking hot. It's too hot for them to work outside. So leave it up to my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl, to gut this out. But if you look right here, that right there under the floor is where we're talking about, that piece. And we don't know for a fact 100% that it's exactly the same. we got all our spot welds cut. Let's see if we can get this thing out of here in one piece. Hopefully, we'll be able to reuse it. Okay, we got it out of the car. We're going to keep this piece. More than likely, we're not going to use it, but if we do need to use it, or if we need special brackets, for instance, we got the bitch. Go ahead and cut this floor out right here, and then we'll bring it around right here. Let's get the plasma cutter and get to work. All right. See what I'm talking about now? Does it really make sense? Does any of this make sense at all? The next plan of attack is that rocker panel. We got to get that rocker panel out of the car, and that's going to be a chore. I was hoping to only replace sections of it, but after looking at the inside of it, there's no way. We're going to have to replace the whole rocker panel from front to back. What a mess. What a mess. All right, now that we got the floor pretty much sized out, we still got to do some trimming before we put the new floor in. And one more thing before we put the new floor in, we got to fix the firewall, because the firewall actually goes underneath. See what I'm saying? This is the floor, firewall, bam. So the floor goes on top of the, we can't do that until we, of course, tear down the parts car and get everything we need off that. But what I'm doing now is I'm getting ready to take this rocker panel out. Now I got it all loose around the A-pillar, or whatever you want to call it, door jamb, hinge pillar. I don't give a shit what you say. Okay, it's a door jamb hinge pillar. I'm going to call it an A-pillar, this is a B-pillar, C-pillar, D, F, U, C, K. I don't care. Use your fucking letters and use them to the best of your knowledge. To me, it's a hinge post. All right? So I asked the owner, I said, hey, you got any angle iron up there at your shop? 2 inch by 2 inch? He says, yeah, I got some. So he brings a piece over and it's 1/4 inch thick. I didn't want 1/4 inch thick, but I'm gonna have to use it. So what I'm using this for is I am going to weld it right here just like that. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because this is a unibody car. And this rocker panel down here is part of the unibody system that's holding this whole car together. So if I don't weld this on there, what will probably happen when I remove this rocker panel? The car will cave in like this. Oh, I'm sorry, like this. All right, this would be our hinge post, and then this is our striker post, and then it would go like this. Bam. You see what I'm saying? Bam, 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 and that's what'll happen. So what I got to do is weld this piece of metal down on it and make sure it's welded good, because we don't want any of this to move. So let's get that welded in. Alright, so hopefully that'll work. And then later on we'll grind that off, cut it off, grind it off, clean it up, and make it look pretty again. Let's get that rocker panel off. So there's the front of it right there. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and work on the back, finessing it off, and you can see it was rotted out pretty good. I'm telling you, every time we turn around on this thing, something else is showing up to be a nightmare. This corner, it's rotted. It's completely rotted and rusted. We'll have to take that off the other car, of course. But I'm going to go ahead and get this off, and then there's basically nothing else we can do until we strip the car down. So when we get that car stripped down, we'll get back on this car.
He complains that all his tools are lost. But you know what? He's the only one that works here. He works all by himself. And the tools are missing. Who lost the tools? I don't know. But it wasn't Pete. And he's the only one that works here.
Motherfucker! Oh, motherfucker! Son of a bitch!
D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.